Probably my biggest advice for aspiring entrepreneurs or entrepreneurs will be two things. One is you have to be completely crazy and passionate of what you're doing. And it sounds very romantic, but it's from a very practical perspective. If you're gonna work on this for the next 10 years of your life, day and night, if you're not gonna sleep, it has to be something that makes sense with your person and that you're just committed to change something big.
Now we're thinking more of like future generations and what's important for us as a conscious, moral society.
And really listening to the stories of the entrepreneurs is what's so inspiring. I mean, the fact that every day I can hear their stories and actually have the chance to be a part of it and help them succeed is really amazing. So
if we want to have a better world, we need to change ourselves. We have to be very self-aware, and we also need to collaborate and do these clusters of people doing amazing things, and magic and serendipity will happen.
It's 9:30 a.m. and we're just getting to the end of an 11-hour plus journey. And we've just arrived now in Mexico to begin the second half, or the Latin America section of our 9-month journey, which poses its own challenges. We need to brush up on our Spanish, which definitely needs a little bit of work. So we've just arrived in Mexico City. We've got a week of meetings lined up, first of which is with Ara from Impact Hub, who's going to give us a lowdown on what the entrepreneurial landscape is like for people here in Mexico City.
Entrepreneurship is gaining an amazing momentum, where it seems like people from such different sectors and backgrounds are getting interested in it. So we have corporations, we have accelerators, incubators, funds, and NGOs that are looking towards entrepreneurship as really the main driver to do and foster change in the long term. So what we do as a global network is that we empower, enable, and connect people who have some amazing, impactful ideas and turn them into impactful businesses. So it's our way to inspire and enable a global network of people doing amazing things and positive changes in the world.
So one of the things that we've spoken about a lot on our journey so far is the current education model, and the big question is, does it still equip the new generation coming through today for the life that they need to prepare themselves for?
So we are now on our way to see Pato, who's the co-founder of Collective Academy, which is a disruptive education company, and they're delivering high quality, affordable and relevant education programs to young entrepreneurs or people working in corporate.
So my motivation for launching Collective Academy was two things. The first one was there's a lot of lack of innovation in the education space. And most of the innovation you see, it's on process. And very few people are actually being bold enough to ask, okay, what if we reinvent an educational system? How would the university of the future would look like? How things will be different as a system, not as a process. I've been recruiting for many years and coaching young professionals on the career stuff, and I just realized that the universities were not preparing them for the real world. I said, okay, there's a big gap in the Mexican university system to provide skills that are actually relevant, that people can use them the next Monday when they start a job, that they can use them to look for a job. And through that line of thinking, we said, okay, what happens if we just don't help them at the end of the funnel to get the job? What if we help them for the 4 years or for the 2 years of the master program? And that's when we came up with the idea of Collective Academy.
Now heard about 5 or 6 days in the city. We've had some really good interviews, and I think we're both starting to acclimatise to being in Mexico, which initially felt really foreign. Okay, so we're in a Friday market and we've just found this amazing place for lunch. So this is a tortilla con champiñones, flora, quesillo. So it's tortilla which we've watched being kind of rolled and pressed and cooked on the fire there, and then it's got mushrooms and camphor flour and local kind of stringy white cheese, and it smells amazing.
Is it good?
Muy sabroso.
Muy sabroso.
So we've got our smartest clothes on today, which for me is actually a t-shirt because everything else is in the wash, but I've got my pearls in because we're going to interview some impact investors in Mexico City, which is exciting.
So Agora Partnerships is trying to build a more sustainable and inclusive economy, essentially. We're working with entrepreneurs, investors, partners, non-profit organizations and various kinds of foundations to align all of their interests to support entrepreneurs. So most entrepreneurs, when they approach us, they say what they need from the accelerator is connections to investors. They need to raise capital and connect to the right investors. But usually through the accelerator, they really understand, and we help them understand that the need is not just capital, it's being more prepared for receiving that type of capital.
So we just had a really amazing meeting with Christine from Ignia, who are a venture capital company here in Mexico City. They're the oldest VC company based in Mexico City, and it was a really interesting meeting talking about the impact investing environment and why they do what they do.
I'm Christine Kenna. I work in Ignia. We are a venture capital fund that supports the emerging middle class in Mexico and to really help businesses grow and create new industries. Why do I do what I do? Because there's so many incredible entrepreneurs in Mexico, and there's so much change that can still happen. And Ignia's mission is to create a more equitable world. And that drives me every day. It motivates me to be an example to my children, and there's really so much to do to create a better world. And I think you see the changes every day through the entrepreneurs with whom we're working. And these entrepreneurs can have incredible ideas, but really they might be struggling to figure out how to put their idea on paper, or how to raise money, or how to grow their business. And that's something where we can really come in and help them. People are market driven, and the best way to create better services and products for the emerging middle class, and really the class that is most underserved, is through these market forces. You need to have private funds directed to really make sustainable change. Mexico is a place with a tremendous amount of talent. The entrepreneurs are incredible. They're extremely inspiring, and but they need capital, and they need smart capital to make their businesses grow. I also think it is entirely irresponsible of someone not to be doing this.
I am Mara.
My name is Anastasia Litvinova.
I am Pato.
My name's Christine.
And I'm pursuing purpose.
And I'm pursuing purpose.
And I'm pursuing purpose.
And I'm pursuing purpose.